lovely souls, and welcome back to a April week of reading. Spring is in full bloom, and today, like this week, we are following our curiosity to wherever it leads us to. Now, I'm not going to lie to you guys, I have fallen into the victim of doom scrolling these past few weeks. So, you know what that means. We are swapping my screen time for reading time. Today is 5 hours and 33 minutes. I am going to try my best not to doom scroll this week. And I am going to try my best not to be on my phone as much this week. I'm allowed to be on notes because that's my way of working with my brain. But anything else is not allowed. So 5 hours and 33 minutes we are reading today. And I'm just hoping to get some reading done. I have my Kindle chapters to read this morning. I am currently reading Spark at the Everflame on my Kindle. Then I got 75% yesterday of Blood Over Bright Haven. And Josh chose for me to read Realmbreaker by Victoria Aveyard. I have had this trilogy on my shelf for so long. Since I was 21. Like, before I turned 21, Josh got me this as a birthday present. And I'm turning 25 in August. So I've had this for almost 4 years. And I have not read any of this series yet. So he chose this for continuation station this month, which I'm happy about because I finally get to read this. But those are the reading plans for this week. I'm hoping to get Spark of the Everflame done by the 23rd. So Thursday, I think. Wednesday or Thursday. I'm hoping to finish this at some point this week. And I'm hoping to get a chunk of Realmbreaker done this week. So with this challenge will help. So let's dive in. 5 hours and 33 minutes today. Hi. So I failed yesterday because I was watching WrestleMania night 2, and I only read for an hour. I did doom scroll for 4.5 hours without realizing. I tried to stop myself from doing that, but it didn't really work, as you can tell. So doom scroll for 4.5 hours. Only read for an hour. Watched WrestleMania night 2. And I was also cleaning the flat to make sure it was nice and clean for when Val gets home, because she was coming home yesterday from her vacation. Not a good start to this challenge. So I'm adding on the time that I had left onto last week's Tuesday's time, which was 3 hours and 14 minutes. So in total, I have to read 7 hours, 46 minutes, and 44 seconds today. I don't know if I'm going to end up being able to do that because I do have food shopping to do and Josh is taking me out on a date today. But we shall see what happens, really. I'll let you know. Hello. So I didn't read much yesterday, but I've got over 9 hours to read today. I think today was like 4 hours and 2 minutes last week. So not too bad. I have been making progress. I'm on page 287, which is 68% through Spark of the Everflame. I'm trying to get to chapter 30 today because I'm going to be finishing this tomorrow. So I have 9 chapters to read today. Hopefully I get the 9 hours done and I can get my chapters done. I'm going to be honest, I don't like Henry anymore. I did like him at first. I thought he was a really sweet boy, but the more I read about him, the less I like him. And then Luther, I love a man who asks for permission to do stuff, even if it's nothing sexual. And this wasn't sexual, this was just him patting her down for weapons, like trying to see if she had any weapons. And he asked her if he could do that. I just love a man who does that. So I'm quite enjoying reading about Luther. I'm liking Luther more. I thought he was a bit of a stuck up person, a stuck up man because he's descended and because he's a prince, but he's turning out to be quite a dark, mysterious sweetheart in a sense. And yeah, I'm not liking Henry, if I'm honest. It's just he keeps doing things that just annoy me, or he like Diane put herself in danger, and all he asked was, "Oh, did you get the job done?" And she was trying to ask him what had happened to a certain child, and it's just like, why are you not asking if your girlfriend's okay? Instead of asking, "Oh, did you get the mission done? Did you get the information that we needed? Did you get any information whatsoever?" Like, it's the same with the Guardians. I don't really like the Guardians either because they seem to care more about the information that she got and the mission, like the completion of the mission, rather than her well-being and that. So, not liking those characters, but I'm enjoying my time with this. Let me just go grab Blood Over Bright Haven and we'll chat about that. Blood Over Bright Haven, I'm 326 pages through, and basically Thomil's niece and Siona have done this thing that they needed to get done, and I feel like there's going to be an explosion of some sort in this. So I am enjoying my time with this, but it's still giving me 3-star vibes, unfortunately. Like, 3-star means it's okay, but it could be better to me. It's just not wowing me, and neither is Spark of the Everflame. But Spark of the Everflame is giving me 4-star vibes at the minute, and this is giving me 3-star vibes. So I'm enjoying Spark of the Everflame more than this at the minute. And this is a 3-star to the point where I feel like I want to get rid of it, but it's also signed. So I don't know what to do. I really don't know what to do with this sort of thing. Planned today, me and Josh are going out where we might go to Waterstones and have a little book date because my head is being a little bit funny today. Like, I keep getting an on and off headache today. So we was going to go bowling, but then my head is like, no, I don't really want to do that. So we're going to go to Waterstones and maybe even have a little nice walk along the canal because it seems like such a nice day today. Of course, the weather is nice when Val gets back. Are you serious? I wanted it to be nice all weekend so that I could hang out her bedding because I was going to wash her bedding for her. No, it wasn't nice all weekend. It's now nice when she's back, which is really annoying for me because I wanted to get stuff done for her. But I mean, I cleaned the flat, so that's a win. So yesterday I did read. We did a little bit of a book haul as well. So Josh got volume 1. Volume 2 and 3 of The End and the Death, which is number 8 in the Siege of Terror series, which is Horus Heresy. We also got Luther, First of the Fallen by Gav Thorpe. Everything that I usually go for, I wasn't actually getting interested in anything that I was seeing. So I ended up actually picking up a non-fiction, The History of Magic. And I'm actually really intrigued about this because it has Romans, it has ancient Greek in this, it has Jewish magic in this, it has shamanistic traditions of Eurasia, indigenous America and Africa, and from the alchemy of the Renaissance. I'm looking forward to actually getting into this at some point. I got 75% of Spark of the Everflame yesterday whilst we were at Waterstones. So I don't have long left. I don't know how many hours I have left, but and then with Blood Over Bright Haven, I don't have much left of that either. I want to try and finish Spark of the Everflame today, and maybe finish Blood Over Bright Haven today as well. We'll see how it goes. Apparently, according to this, I have just less than 3 hours left of Spark of the Everflame. So I could get that done this morning, seeing as it is not even 8 o'clock. So I could get this done like 10 a.m. Around 10 a.m. maybe? Hopefully I can. I got it down to 6 hours and 41 minutes, but we've had to pick it back up. We had to put it back up because Thursday from last week was 3 hours and 55 minutes, and that has made this go up to 10 hours, 36 minutes, 31 seconds. So that's how many hours I need to read today. And I think I'm going to do it because, I don't have to go anywhere today. And I might end up taking my dogs for a long walk. Maybe that's about it. But I don't have anywhere to be. And if Josh isn't getting a taxi, then I will be leaving at 7 p.m. But if he is getting a taxi, then I literally don't have anywhere to go today. So, I'm going to spend it reading. Haven't really been doing very well with the reading challenge this week, but I got 4 hours and 31 minutes today. So that added it up to like 12 hours and 24 minutes. I currently have 8 hours and 51 minutes left of this, of today, reading for the day. So I just wanted to update you because I've finished Spark of the Everflame. I gave it 4.5 stars. I'm not going to go into too much detail with my thoughts on this, but I'm looking forward to the second one, and I hate Henry, but Pencole likes Henry, I've heard. So looking forward to the second one, which is Glow of the Everflame. You'll see more of my thoughts in TBR Countdown for this month. And I also finished Blood Over Bright Haven by ML Wang. I gave this 3.5 stars. I liked the characters. I thought the magic system was quite unique because it involved this typewriter looking thing, which is called a spellograph. So, very interesting, but I think I'm gonna get Sword of Kagan or Sword of Kagan by her and see if it was the author's writing, or if it's just this genre of this book. Because, might be different if I read Sword of Kagan. So, plan is to read 5 entries of Diary of a Wimpy Kid, because I'm going to start that on my phone today, and then start reading Realmbreaker by Victoria Aveyard, courtesy of Josh choosing, because he's still in charge. I'm going to keep him in charge of my reading until I read all of the TBR that we put together. So, that is the plan. Hey, so Sunday last week was the longest that I actually spent on my phone, which was 5 hours and 7 minutes. That's quite a lot of time, which added the challenge for today to 13 hours and 34 minutes. What I'm thinking of doing, the plans for the rest of this video, is to continue doing this challenge until I finish it tomorrow, because I'm not going to finish it today. I know for a fact I'm not going to finish this challenge today. But I am going to finish my 24-hour readathon today, because I have an hour and 10 minutes left. So that's going to be out next week as well as this vlog. So that's good news. But this vlog is going to be a little bit longer than I thought it would be. I thought I was going to finish it today, but I'm not going to finish it because the challenge is 13 hours and 30 minutes long. In other news, I feel like I'm a news reporter. In other news, started Realmbreaker. The prologue is around 25 pages long. It is quite a long prologue, but there's a group of knights called the Companions, and basically there was this big battle and a twin brother rivalry, which I love a good sibling rivalry every now and then in the fantasy, because it makes it a lot more interesting for me. I don't know if that does that for any of you. Let me know if that's one of your favourite tropes in fantasies, because it's one of mine. It just makes it a little bit more interesting, really. But that was the prologue. The prologue was revolving around Esquire, sorry, who is the only survivor of a failed quest, which was to stop a dangerous thing called a spindle from being activated. Not good. We are currently in the... Well, no, sorry, we've gone back to the Squire now in chapter 2. He is being seen by the Queen. And in chapter 1, we had the point of view of Coraine, who is a pirate's daughter. And I love the fact that I was expecting the father of her to be the captain of a ship. No, it's her mother. I wasn't expecting that, but that's really interesting, because you don't see a lot of female captains. When you think of a pirate, you don't think of a female captain, usually. But her mother is bisexual, so I'm intrigued that there is actually LGBTQIA plus rep in this as well, which is very, very nice. And I'm just intrigued in general. Like, the map. Let me show you this map. Hang on. I'm going to have to put it down. Like, the map has different types of sea creatures on this, and it also has mermaids. So, it's very intriguing. Very intriguing. I hope we get to see mermaids later. We probably will do. If there's a mermaid on the map, there's loads of pirate ships as well. And I'm just looking forward to getting to know more about this. We're also going to have, I think, a point of view of an immortal, an assassin, and an old sorceress as well, which sounds amazing. I'm looking forward to read in this book. Okay, so this was actually longer than a week by accident. It is late. I am very, very sorry that this is coming out late than I expected. It's supposed to come out last week, but it's coming out this week instead. I'm going to try and keep up with my reading vlogs and bringing them out every week. So this week, because of this challenge, I finished Blood Over Brighthaven by ML Wang, gave it 3.5 stars. I also finished Spark of the Everflame by Pencol, I gave that 4 stars. And I am currently on chapter 12, which is page 211 of Realmbreaker. Thank you so much for joining me in this bookish moment, and I'll see you in the next chapter.